Hoorah World Memorial Day weekend, we're here at Anderson Hall, Marine Corps Base, Hawaii. As we pause to pay tribute to the heroes who died defending us, we should also consider and reflect on the meaning of their sacrifices. The freedom that we enjoy as Americans is the legacy of our fallen comrades. Let's go see what the Marines have to say.
Good afternoon, Marines. My name is Corporal Salgado, and this is
Lance Corporal Smith.
So today we're going to be talking about PFC Anderson James Anderson. Is anybody aware of what he did for the Marine Corps? Okay, we got a couple people out there. So I'm gonna give a brief summary of what he did in Vietnam, and then we're gonna talk about how that links with the everlasting legacy that he left on the Marine Corps. So basically, in February 28, 1967, PFC James Anderson fought in the Vietnam War, and they were moving along the bushes, and they came along a trench, and they started receiving heavy enemy fire. They dug down, and they started sending fire back towards them. And as they were both brought down into the trench, they had a couple grenades coming to their spot. And then explosions going around everywhere. And then immediately what PFC James Anderson decided to do was go out and reach for that grenade. And he curled up into it and absorbed the blast, protecting his fellow Marines to his left and to his right, saving countless lives. How that links with his legacy is basically for instance, we got Memorial Day coming up, and the 96th for Memorial Day. Instead of thinking about what we normally think about, just drinking and grilling, how about think about what he did and what others did to sacrifice their lives so that you could be here today, so that we could all be here today instead of living a different life.
So PFC Anderson, that day, he didn't know if he was gonna come back or not. The moment he seen that grenade, he didn't think about what was gonna happen after. He took that grenade and took the full blast of it, knowing that he wasn't gonna see anything after that. But he wanted to protect people on his left and right of him. He sacrificed himself so his people can come back and survive.
Order. The President of the United States of America, in the name of the Congress, takes pride in presenting the Medal of Honor to Private First Class James Anderson Jr., United States Marine Corps, for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty on 28 February 1967, while serving with Company F, 2nd Battalion, 3rd Marines, 3rd Marine Division, Fleet Marine Force. In action northwest of Cam Lo, Quang Tri Province, Republic of Vietnam, Company F was advancing in dense jungle northwest of Cam Lo in an effort to extract a heavily besieged reconnaissance patrol. Private First Class Anderson's platoon was the lead element and had advanced only about 200 meters when they were brought under extremely intense enemy small arms and automatic weapons fire. The platoon reacted swiftly, getting online as best they could in the thick terrain, and began returning fire. Private First Class Anderson found himself tightly bunched together with the other Marines of the platoon, only 20 meters from the enemy's positions. As the firefight continued, several of the men were wounded by a deadly enemy assault. Suddenly, an enemy grenade landed in the midst of the Marines and rolled alongside Private First Class Anderson's head. Unhesitatingly, and with complete disregard for his personal safety, he reached out, grasped the grenade, pulled it to his chest, and curled around it as it went off. Although several Marines received shrapnel from the grenade, his body absorbed the major force of the explosion. In this singularly heroic act, Private First Class Anderson saved his comrades from serious injury and possible death. His personal heroism, extraordinary valor, and inspirational supreme self-sacrifice reflected great credit upon himself and the Marine Corps and upheld the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. He gallantly gave his life for his country.
They give him one. Hoorah! Talking about the meaning of Memorial Day. It is honoring and celebrating those of this and every other generation who has sacrificed it all for our nation, our ideals, and for their brothers and sisters in our beloved Corps. Semper Fi.